Hey all, Hipper here. Welcome back to Sea of Conquest and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you how to build a legendary fleet, right? Because this is what you really should be aiming for in Sea of Conquest. And of course, if you played this game for more than a season, this video is probably not for you. This is more aimed at beginners, right? So I'm showing you my legendary fleet here. And when I say legendary fleet, what you should aim to have is every single ship should be a legendary ship, right? Every commander should be a legendary commander, and or hero, whatever you want to call it. And every trinket you have should be a legendary trinket, or the trinkets you have equipped, right? And also every item on your ship should be, at the very least, a legendary item, and also a high-level legendary item. Now, please keep in mind, this is a long-term goal, right? It's not something you're going to be able to achieve in a season, not even in 2, 3, perhaps, but even that is a stretch, right? So, you know, make a plan and say, okay, I want to have a legendary fleet by season 3, for example. Then go for that goal. That's achievable, but you will have to be spending money. And that is another point that I just want to make here. Even if you want to whale your way to a pure legendary fleet, you really can't. A lot of it still depends on pretty much old-fashioned grind. A lot depends on luck. And of course, you can throw a lot of money at this game to improve your luck. But sooner or later, it comes down to luck, right? So I'd say that if you spend a fair bit of money and you play the game religiously every day, I think you should be able to reach a full legendary complement of ships by season 3. And by full complement, I mean your flagship and the 4 minis that you'll have at that point, right? So, like I said, first of all, get your legendary heroes sorted. And I'll show you how to actually get your hands on them, because this is probably one of the more expensive parts of the game. So most of the work happens in the conch section, right? And this is where you spend your gold conchs or your regular white conchs for the chance to pull a good hero, right? So I suggest you look in the calendar first. You do that every season, and then you make a plan for how you're going to spend your resources, right? Because these are precious resources. Do not waste them. So you should go for the heroes that you want, and there's always a fair selection every week, right? So there should be something that you can, aim to get. So sometimes you'll be able to actually choose the hero that you want to be able to pull. For example, in this case here, I can choose between Adeline and Tanaka, sorry. So I choose, like say I don't have Tanaka yet. And again, same thing with the trinket. I also, let's say I don't have his trinket yet. So I'm saying, okay, these are the guys I want to pull for this particularly week here. So also, keep in mind that the more you pull a certain area, like in this case here, the legendary trinket, you see I have 69 out of 80, meaning that I have pulled already 69 times here, and with this pull it's 70, meaning that I am guaranteed this legendary trinket here in the next 10 pulls. So always keep that in mind, right? It's very strategic, this. So you gotta have to kind of build these up, and they don't, carry over to other areas, to keep that in mind. All right, so next up, let's talk about the ships, because that's actually a bigger part than the commanders. So once you start the game, you'll have your legendary flagship, like everyone else does, and then you'll have rare or blue ships, usually to complement your fleet, right? And you'll have that for a while and just accept it. Soon, already in season 1, you will be able to pick up epic ships as well, by, just playing the game basically. But again, what you really want to get your hands on are the legendary ships, like the Stormbringer here, and all of them basically. And the main reason for that is because they have legendary skills, so they're far more powerful. They also have higher base values than epic or rare ships. So basically, in short, they're better. So obviously you want them. So in this case here, I have all 5 of my ships as legendary versions. They're all at my max level. You also have to make sure you do that, of course. And another perk about legendary ships is that you're actually able to enhance them even more. And that's only legendary ships, right? So if you happen to have another version of a legendary ship lying around, you can actually sacrifice that duplicate to increase the stats on your primary legendary ship, right? Of course, this is rare. Like I have never had two versions of a legendary ship lying around, but it is possible to do. And of course, if you're ready to spend the money, you can just buy copies of legendary ships and you know, boost your stats that way. So how to get the legendary ships? Well, some of them you get just by playing and you know, doing missions in the game. That's pretty rare though. Some you will actually have to build yourself, and there's like you can buy them outright in the shop if you're just lazy, you don't want to spend time on it, or you can build them using you know, resources like blueprints and hammers. But you don't have a guarantee of getting a legendary ship this way, right? In this example here, I have a 35% chance, meaning that it's pretty much 1 in 3, right? So you could be doing this like 20 times and not get a legendary ship. Alright, that brings us to the last section here, and here I'm looking at the items that you have on your ships, right? Your sails, your rudders, and your figureheads and whatnot, right? These also have to be the legendary versions, and make sure you have the highest skill level you can possibly get. Like for example here, level 28 is better than level 21, obviously, and 32 is better than level 28. So the highest level you can possibly get the base legendary trinket or item as, right? But that's not enough, you also have to enhance them, and that costs resources, but that's a whole other problem, and I have plenty of videos on that, so you just look that up. So how do you actually get legendary items? Well, the easiest way is just to you know, kill some monsters every day. Every day you can kill 5 or 6 monsters if you are paying the monthly subscription, so you'll have, you know, a good chance of getting some good stuff every day. So all you gotta do is find monsters, higher level monsters, give better loot, obviously, and you'll just pretty much rake in the legendary items here. Now it does take a long time to find the perfect legendaries, right? You will get almost guaranteed get a legendary, but it's usually worthless, right? It's not proper for your build. So usually you'll have to go again and again and again, and at the end of the season, you may be lucky to actually be able to fit out 1 or 2 ships, right? So recently, there's another addition to the game here called Radiance, which will allow you to improve your ships even further. Now, if you want to build the ultimate legendary fleet, you're going to have to invest in this as well. I haven't been really into this because I think it's getting a little bit too much at the moment, but obviously if you want to, you know, go PvP and be a badass, then you have to invest in this as well. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you out there.